Okay, hey guys, Laura and Chelsea, how are you?
Doing good, thanks.
Okay, so both of you guys were back here at the Apprentice Nation event for National Apprenticeship Week
Yeah.
with Google. And both of you guys were at this event last year and are now Google apprentices. So we really wanted to just talk to you today and find out a little bit about how you found out about the event last year, and what it was like for you. And had you heard about Apprentice Nation prior?
The way I found about Apprentice Nation's event last year is actually one of my friends sent it to me because I didn't like shy away with like my friends and teachers, and I was like, I don't really want to go university. So if you know any apprenticeships open, or any events that are like catered around apprenticeships, then send it to me. So one of my friends, she sent it to me, and me both came here together, and she found it on LinkedIn and Eventbrite.
I'm part of the Black Apprentice Network. So in the Aspiring Apprentices chat, someone sent in the Eventbrite link, and I had never heard about like apprentice like events and stuff like that. It was my first
Yeah.
time going to something like this. And because it was during National Apprenticeship Week, I was like, wow, this is a great opportunity. And I just came.
Okay, super cool. And then I also wanted to know, can you paint me a picture of your apprenticeship right now and what it is that you do in your day to day? What your role is?
I would say a day to day would look like me coming in around 8:45, 9, and like obviously getting breakfast, getting settled in. I would usually start with a 9:30 meeting. Um, it just depends on the day, but sorry, depends on the day, but most days it will be a 9:30 or a 9 a.m. call. And then it depends on the type of week, it's the project that I'm working on, but I would kind of go throughout meeting different people, either someone that's like in my like close to my team or someone that I have never met before.
Okay.
So a lot of meetings, a lot of project work. Sometimes we'll do things outside of the office, but every day kind of varies, and it's the surprise really.
And then what is the apprenticeship? Like the title of it?
It's digital business. Yeah. So
Okay,
it's a
cool.
level 3 in digital business.
Okay, very cool.
In the beginning, obviously, I think we was both just settling in. So what I was doing is like getting to know my team, getting to know Google as a company, kind of understanding like what my role is and what is kind of expected of me, and how to like navigate Google as an apprentice. So I was just like meeting new people. Like we have this thing called coffee chats. So I was having like my calendar full of coffee chats, just meeting random people. But it was really lovely. I think right now though, because I'm more settled in my team.
Yeah.
My day to day, like Chelsea said, it depends on the week, but usually like getting around 8:45, have breakfast, settle in, usually have meetings in the morning. So just with my team, we have our team weekly meetings where we kind of catch up and talk about what this week is looking forward and what everyone's going to be doing this week. And I kind of like source out projects to do with other teams because I'm like really interested in the YouTube team. I kind of contact the
Oh,
YouTube team a
cool.
lot, and I'm even doing some work for them right now. But I kind of just try and do a bit of everything.
You guys obviously got Google apprenticeships off the back of this event last year. So, can you tell me a little bit about what the last 12 months were like for you and the process of applying for apprenticeships?
Where I was exactly this time last year, I was redoing my A levels. So I wasn't able to sit them the year before. So I just did year 13 again to sit my A levels. I was doing it in biology, chemistry, and psychology, which was very scary. Um, but um, what I've been doing during the last 12 months, just mainly applying for apprenticeships, looking for jobs, because I know that uni wasn't the route that I wanted to go to. So I was just trying to see what was out there for me and my interest. Um, and then obviously getting the apprenticeship at Google and settling in and all of this.
I was in year 13, and I had been like applying for uni and apprenticeships, but I did know that the apprenticeship was what I wanted more.
Okay.
Except my sixth one was very traditional. So out of my whole year group, I'm the only person that did an apprenticeship. Um,
Oh,
and I was applying, and I only heard back from Google, I think 2 weeks before I was meant to move into uni. because I delayed a lot of my interviews because I was traveling in the summer, and because I was like in Southeast Asia, I couldn't really do interviews because of the time difference. So yeah, it got to the point where I paid for my deposit for university, like my accommodation, and I was like on the phone to my recruiter, and I was saying, I can't really wait any longer. I'm moving out 5 hours away in 2 weeks. So it was a very like exciting but like stressful period, especially towards the end, just before the apprenticeship. But I'm so grateful that I like took time and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to uni, and then I got the job.
Awesome. Well, congrats. It sounds stressful. Talking about something that's stressful, can you guys tell me a little bit about some of the challenges you faced in finding the right apprenticeship or just applying for apprenticeships in general?
Because it wasn't the traditional thing to do, both at school and like in my family, it was very hard to explain to my mum what an apprenticeship was and how it would benefit me, and then explain to my family as well, like my siblings, that this was the right route for me. I was always like quite good at school, but I did struggle a lot. I like found out I have ADHD and stuff, so I was like, I want to be in a place where I know my employer is like amazing, like so good to like support me and like find the right company that's for me and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't just want to get any apprenticeship. I want to go to a company that's like suited for me and also something that my mum will approve. Like I was like, if I just go to like a random place, she's going to be like, no, you're going to have to go to uni. So it was quite challenging. So when I said, okay, I'm applying for Google, she was like, whoa, like this is where you're going to go. This, like, you need to get this job, just because she was like, it's such a high achieving thing to do. And then the next challenge was actually getting the job because everyone knew I was applying. So there was a lot of different hurdles, like trying to apply in a space where like all my friends at school were applying for university, and then also applying at home where everyone at home was like, what's an apprenticeship? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
But in the end, as you can see, I overcame, which I'm so grateful for.
So the same with Chelsea as well. I think one of the key challenges was for me like explaining to like my traditional family that, oh, I want to do an apprenticeship. To be fair, my family was like very supportive of whatever it is that I do, as long as I'm not doing nothing in a sense. So I explained to them what an apprenticeship is and why it would be better for me to go uni rather than going uni. Another one of a key challenge for me was because I had to redo my last year at college. I was predicted really high grades, but I had to redo the year because I was going through something like family wise. So my grades naturally just kind of dropped because my focus was like on personal life and stuff. So, and a lot of apprentices that I was looking at required like A star, A. So it was kind of difficult for me to find an apprenticeship that didn't require such like high grades that I wasn't capable of getting anymore. So I was trying to find something that's really good, in terms of what I get out of it, and still kind of accepts the grades that I come with and doesn't require too much from me, because it was kind of hard trying to find an apprenticeship that kind of believes in you without having the grades first. So like with Google, with this apprenticeship, they only required like level, I think it was level 2 functional skills and like your GCSEs and stuff. And then I think the rest was mainly like how you perform in the interviews and more about like your experience, which is really amazing for me, because it's like I didn't know how to prove without the A levels that I'm actually very much capable of, you know, fulfilling the role and doing good at my job. That was a key challenge for me. I think another one was the interview progress for me as well. So because I applied for so many apprenticeships. Like this was actually,
I want to know about this. How many apprenticeships did you guys have to apply
I think
for?
I applied to every apprenticeship on the internet. Like
no.
Yeah, generally, I'm not even joking.
Okay.
I applied to a company's apprenticeship to like 7 of their different roles, and I didn't get any of them. So So
So it's a process.
Yeah, so the interview process was difficult for me. But I think gradually as I continued doing them even with Google and other companies, I learned as I went along. So I think from that I kind of took like key takeaways and stuff to bring into the Google ones.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Were there specific people that helped you guys along the way and over the course of your journey?
For me, it was mainly the support of my family and friends. That was a key one for me. I didn't really like say to many people that I was applying, because I didn't want to like say it and then get my hopes up and I disappoint so many people that I didn't end up getting it. So it was mainly just my friends and family, and I also connected with people on like LinkedIn and other apprentices to kind of get their viewpoint on what made them stand out. I use like resources like from TikTok as well, just people talking about the experiences and how they got it, and just like key takeaways from everyone that I was speaking to, and then just applied it to my application.
My friends were very, very supportive, even though none of my friends are apprentices. They're all at uni. They all knew that this is what I really wanted to do and that I'd be really good at it. So I'm very glad that they were very helpful. And I use TikTok so much. I would watch like Day in the Lives of a Google Apprentice and then apply that to every other company I applied to. So honestly, just using resources like those and the people in the network that I was already a part of, we had all met up for this event. And then similar things that were happening, we all had like, not everyone, but some people were in the same like work experience as me. So there was like a familiar face and we would just kind of like catch up and be like, hey, how's your applications going? Like, hey, do you need any interview practice? So it was quite nice to be in the same boat as a couple of people, even though we wouldn't be together every day. It was just a nice, like, I don't know, check in every few months, like, how you doing? How's exams going? How's your summer? Stuff like that.
Yeah, and I just quickly wanted to add, the thing that helped me the absolute most, I would say, was Google's careers website. So like it had so much preparation for people that were applying for Google. So it gives you like a key step-by-step guide on the type of questions that they may ask and how to answer them, what they're looking for. So I think that page specifically, I did so many notes on it. They had so many resources on it, which I found really, really helpful. So I think that was my saving grace.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so lastly, I just want to know if you gave one piece of advice to somebody looking for an apprenticeship and applying to apprenticeships, what would it be?
I would say just never give up, like never stop applying. Just honestly get your foot in the door somehow and like keep going. It's a battle and it's a mental battle for sure. But only you can keep yourself like in that race because there's so many people applying for that same role. And for us, there's only 30 of us in our cohort out of thousands. So I'm like, if you really want it, you have to put in the work, and just keep yourself motivated. So keep on going, keep applying, and you will get, like, there is a role for you somewhere. You'll get it. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Exactly what Chelsea said. I think, definitely standing out, being unique, like being yourself. I think a lot of people, they think that they have to be someone that they're not when recruiters and companies are looking for people that can add to their company, not kind of fit in. So I think being yourself, researching the company, really showing that you're taking the initiative and you're really doing your research on the company and that this is something that you really want. Also do something that is passionate. So passionate to you, that you're interested in. So rather than, because I think people can tell when people have a true passion for something or if they're just trying to do their job. So I think really try and find something that is of interest to you and just stick through it. Yeah.
Okay, and then last question, because we're a music platform and we're here with Leo Stay Trill today, I just wanted to know if you could pick one track to represent your life right now, what would it be?
I would say Favor by Lawrence Ayo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I really like that song as well.
Oh, you can't steal it.
Oh, I can't say the same one. Okay, well, maybe Never Would Have Made It. I've been singing that all day. I think who sings it? Marvin. I forgot
Yeah.
his last name.
Yeah.
But it's so good, and it just reminds me to like stay like strong in everything, like in my applications, in my faith, in like my journey. And it keeps me so humble. So definitely that.
Well, okay, thank you guys so much for talking with me today and telling me about your journey with an apprenticeship. And congrats on your apprenticeship with Google. Thank you.